This is Tom Blair with Inside Colorado Wrestling, doing another episode of Boundary to Boundary, Colorado High School Wrestling. Today's guest is Monte Trusty from Windsor. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Tom.
Tell us a little about yourself, your wrestling background, and your coaching background.
Wrestling background is grew up in Bismarck, North Dakota. Son to a longtime coach, so from day one I've been on the mat, so whatever. I'm not going to give my age away, but it's approaching 50 years, so somewhere in there.
Okay.
So I started my, the love for coaching, I guess, as a pretty young age, actually as a high school student, helping my dad with the younger guys at the time. And then after my college eligibility ran out, I finished a few years coaching with my father at University of Mary in Bismarck. Finished up my degree there with him, and then moved to Colorado in 2000 or so, and then I've been with Windsor High School for the last 12 or so years.
Okay. Now, your dad is, from what I recall, he's in the Hall of Fame up in North Dakota, or?
Yeah, he's in several of them. So yeah, I'm blessed to have a legend as a father and a dad and a coach. So.
Okay. Your 12 seasons here, how has it been going so far?
Yeah, it's been great. Came in and inherited a program, and thought we've done a pretty good job of making it a consistent program year after year. So,
if I look around in the wrestling room, and you got quite a few banners hanging up that you've won regional and state titles so far in your 12 years here. What do you have for returning kids from last year's finish?
I believe we have 10 kids that have wrestled at the state tournament, and 8 of them have placed. So definitely some pretty good depth returning there.
Now, you finished in second place last year?
Third.
Or third place.
Yes, sir.
You were behind Pueblo East and Pueblo County.
Yes, sir.
And then the year before, you took in the title ahead of Pueblo County by half point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was a good fight, good dog fight in the finals.
That was exciting for sure, at least for us.
Yeah, for the fans too. Yeah. Heartbreaking for another team that didn't quite make it. So.
Yeah, no
Um,
doubt.
returning your 10 kids or the placers that you had from last year, what does your lineup look like?
Well, those 10 gentlemen that I just spoke about, obviously they'll be a major part of the lineup. We'll just kind of play with the weights and things as the year goes on, and hopefully, get all those guys in the lineup. So.
Okay. A lot of coaches have started the preseason warm-ups or preseason schedule. What is Windsor doing for preseason?
Our preseason started. I kind of, asked the guys how they want to go about that. We have a mature team, so ran some things by the different guys, and we started the preseason when school started, which was the middle of August, I believe. So that being said, we go Monday and Wednesday mornings. Obviously they're optional, and we do some type of cross training in the mornings. Pretty loose, but we still make sure we get a workout out of it. And then on Tuesday and Thursdays, we have all of our guys, or the majority of our guys, wrestling in the Bear Cave with Coach Von Bar.
Okay. out of the returning guys, you mentioned you have two wrestlers on your team that are 3-time state champ. What's the possibility of getting to be 4-time state champ this year? Why don't you give us a little background on them?
So Dominic Serrano will be in his senior year attempting to win his 4th state title, and then Isaiah Salazar, same thing, senior obviously, rolling into a senior year also attempting to reach that incredible feat.
Yeah. They are 2 of the 4 kids in the state of Colorado that are attempting to get to be 4-timers. Last year we also had 4 kids that attempted to be 4-timers, with 1 losing in the semifinals. So, I mean, it is a feat to be a 4-timer, and also a big challenge, too.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you have for incoming freshmen or any transfers? And I know that just down the street, Severance High School just opened up. Did that take away some of your wrestlers?
So first question, incoming freshmen, we have a good little group of, from what I've seen in the preseason, we have a nice little group of a lot of brothers. So I have a lot of familiarity with the families and things like that. So we have a nice group of those guys coming in. Transfers, none that I'm aware of. And then I haven't seen everybody back, and I haven't heard a lot of things, but I'm sure we've lost a couple to the new high school, Severance High School.
Okay. Now, you don't teach in the school district. You have a separate job.
Yes, sir.
So how have you found that being more difficult or less difficult getting kids out for the program?
Well, it's definitely not easier because I'm not in the hallway, so that's always, a disadvantage not being in the school. But we have Coach Thomas, which is he's one of the administrators here, and he does a good job of having that presence in the school, and trying to encourage kids and different things like that to come on out. And so if Dick takes care of that side of things and kind of helps out that I'm not in the school. So
okay. Feeding off that, what does your coaching staff look like for this year?
Coaching staff is, that's what I believe is a staple of a consistent program, is to have a consistent coaching staff. Everything's the same. Long-time ones, obviously my father has coached with me from day one. Dick's been in here helping out. Dick Thomas has been helping out since day one. Then one of the former athletes of mine, Vinny Gonzalez, has taken over the JV program. And then we have a couple helpers also in Josh Grassmick and my son Gage Trusty. They're not so much in the room, instructing and type of things, but on trips and different things, they're a good piece to bridging the gap of maybe my age and this current student. So, and then obviously I have to mention, all the post and preseason workouts as far as wrestling goes. He's not on our staff, but he's definitely a very important part of our program and the development, is Coach Von Bar with Bear Cave.
Okay. What are your season goals?
Season goals, we kind of just keep those to ourselves. We have daily goals. We obviously have high expectations every year. From the day I walked in here, our goals and expectations are the same. They'll be the same next year and the year after and the following year. So We just kind of keep that to ourselves. If I had to just say a goal, my goal for our team is to just have every person, whether he's a first-year wrestler or, like you mentioned, Dom and Isaiah going for their fourth, is to have everybody wrestling at their maximum potential.
Okay.
If they're at their maximum potential, then I think we'll meet our goals and the individuals' goals also.
One other question is, actually I have two questions. With the changing of the CHASA rules for number of points for wrestlers, now it's gone per wrestlers instead of the team, where each wrestler has 10 points for duels and 10 points for tournaments. Mm-hmm. Is that changing your schedule any?
No, I didn't change anything. We might have to have some individuals sit out different competitions on the tournament side of things. I can't imagine we'd ever reach 10 points on the dual side of things. So here and there, depending where we're going to put guys at some of the major tournaments, they might have to sit out some of the local competition.
Would you be sending the guys to like Doc tournament or Ironman?
Not Ironman, but we'll be going to the Doc B for the first time this year. Yes, sir.
In Reno?
No, Reno. Reno, I always wanted to go to Reno. It's just really difficult when we have the NCCT in our own backyard. And, out of all the years I've been here, we've won it only a few times. So with that great a competition, it just doesn't make sense to travel when there's something in our backyard.
Okay. Well, I thank you, Coach, for your time, and good luck with your team in the season. This is Tom Blair with Inside Colorado Wrestling. This is the Windsor Wrestling Room. 2 full mats. Of course, your standard pull-up bars. And a whole set of dumbbells, weights.